where I was before, how I was before. You know, he's saying, I have seen your power before. I have seen your glory in your sanctuary. So where is your glory, Father? I am seeking your glory again. I'm seeking your power again. I need you more than now, more than I need you before. Praise the name of the Lord. He said, thou art my God. I cannot serve any other God. You alone will I serve. I know that right now I am drying up. There is no water where I am. I am not as watered as I used to be. I must have done something wrong, or I must have not been doing as I used to. I'm not praying as I used to pray. I am not fasting as I used to fast. I am not doing so many things that I used to do. But Father, I want to get back to that position. Who wants to get back to the position where they were when they were first born again? You know, when some people got born again, they were on fire. Hey, wherever they go, yes, whenever they say prayer, they are praying. Whenever they say, you are saying, oh, night vigil, they are there. When you call for fasting, they will do an extra day just to get closer to God. But when all of us came to America, we started to relax, including me. I did try fasting, no food, no water for 7 days, and I was going to work every day. I only missed work the last day because my stomach started running. Praise the Lord. But now to fast from 6 to 6 is like a chore. It's big for me. Before it wasn't big for me, it was normal. Because at that time when I was in my church, I was in the prayer team. And the prayer team, we have service Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays. Those days we are fasting. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. We are fasting 6 to 6. It's normal. We don't even. That's no. We fast on Sundays until service is over. Then we eat. In terms of like Fridays, we have night vigil every Friday. So we fast on Friday. So how many days was I eating in a week? But I came here, I saw Orobo chicken. Orobo everything. You look to your right, food. You look to your left, food. If you don't see it in food, you see it in drinking. You open your mouth, soda, milk, this one, juice, everywhere. And our bodies started getting used to food. So now when you come for fasting, you're gonna, like me, I am walking myself up to Saturday, which is the 1st of July. And that is why I am calling for this prayer of revival. Because I want to do it and do it well. In actual fact, I want to. In some of the last week, I think I'm going to just pray with food. I'm not going to pray with food for the last week. I'm going to do it. I have to see the face of God. I want to see His glory and I want to see His power in this ministry. This inauguration will not come just like that. This inauguration will bring about a kind of revival in this ministry that people will be walking down the streets and walking in and wanting to be saved. I'm not asking for. There's no other more miracle I want than people just walking here and you do an altar call and they come and give their life to Christ. Or people will be walking past and say, I want to see what is going on in this place. I believe I'm serving a God of power. I believe I'm serving a God of glory, a God that is good. That is the first thing about God is His goodness. And therefore, I do not want to have a powerless church. If I have a powerless church, it is not God's fault, it's my fault. And it's the fault of all of us. Because we are supposed to lift each other up in prayer. We are supposed to hold up each other's hands. We are supposed to work at having God, the presence of God all around us. That is why I am reading this week. I didn't plan it. It just came that we should be looking for a revival of our prayer life, a revival of our spiritual life. David here was asking, he said, God, you are my God. I am sick. Early I will I seek you. My soul is thirsting for you. My flesh is longing for you. In a dry and thirsty land where there is no water. Praise the Lord. We need the word of God to revive us tonight. That's why we're going to do the Holy Communion. Because nothing can revive as good as the food of God. That is his own food. His flesh and his blood is our what? Our bread. Our children's bread. That is us. It's our bread. It's the bread of life. So when you eat, we eat him today in the bread of life. He will give us life into our spirits because he is our spiritual food. It is not our normal food. I want to show you an example of what spiritual food can do. You know, when we eat tonight, I want to show us an example of what spiritual food can do. Follow me quickly to the book of 1 Kings. Praise the Lord. 1 Kings chapter 19. First Kings chapter 19. I'm looking for verse. I'm going to start reading from verse 4. We all know the story of Elijah, right? When he destroyed all the prophets of Baal and rebuilt the altars of God that were destroyed. However, something happened. When Jezebel heard what he had done, Jezebel threatened him and said that what happened to those prophets of Baal, 400 of them that he has killed, he said will happen to him today. And Elijah fled for his life. Praise the Lord. What am I saying? He experienced a spiritual dryness. Because somebody that had just performed such a mighty miracle to become scared of an ordinary woman is a spiritual dryness. And he ran for his life. So he ran and went and verse 4 says, but he himself went a day's journey into the wilderness and came and sat down under a juniper tree. And he requested for himself that he might die and said, it is enough now, O Lord, take away my life, for I am not better than my fathers. And as he lay and slept under a juniper tree, behold, an angel touched him and said unto him, arise and eat. Praise the Lord. And angels called him and said, get up and eat. And he looked, and behold, there was a cake baked on the coals, and the pools of water at his head. And he did eat and drink, and laid him down again. And the angel of the Lord came again the second time, and touched him and said, arise and eat, because the journey is too great for you. Praise the Lord. The journey, the assignment is too great. Therefore, the angel fed him the second time. He fed him the first time because he wanted him to regain strength. But he fed him the second time in preparation for the journey ahead. Praise the Lord. in the preparation of what he wanted to do for him ahead, what he knew he had to do. Praise the name of the Lord. And he said, and he looked, and behold, there was a cake baked on the coals and a cruse of water. And he arose and did eat and drink, and he went in the strength of that meat 40 days and 40 nights unto Horeb, the mount of God. That spiritual food he ate the second time took him for 40 days and 40 nights, gave him the strength to walk, to travel for 40 days and 40 nights without eating any other thing. That is what a spiritual food can do for you. It did not only nourish him, it revived him, and it gave him, it strengthened him, and he had enough strength to travel for 40 days and without even looking for food anymore, without looking for supper, without looking for what I'm saying tonight is that when we eat the spiritual food, the blood of Jesus, the body of Jesus, we are going to be strengthened spiritually. That we will start happening in this place in the name of Jesus. That we will begin to what? We will begin to manifest the power of God. Just like the word of God said. He said that the people of the world are waiting for the sons of God to manifest. We will start manifesting the power of God because the strength of God will be in us. Because we can do all things what? Through Christ who strengthens us. Because when we eat the body and blood, the author and the finisher of our faith, that is the body we are eating, which means that body can increase our faith because it is the author of he has our faith in his hand. He can give us that faith that can move mountains in the name of Jesus. That can say to a mountain, be thou moved, that it will move. And it can say to you, be healed, that it will be moved. Because we heal by faith. We do everything for God by faith. If we do not look at what we see, we do not think about what we hear. All we know is what we believe. That we know our God is capable. That he that said it is able, and that it shall be done in the name of Jesus. Amen. Thank you, Father. We're going to eat today. We are going to eat from the hand of God. We are going to eat just like Elijah was fed by God with a cake and water. And it lasted him 40 days until he got to Mount Horeb, to the mount of God. And when he got there, he lodged there, and behold, the word of God came to him, and he said, what doest thou here? Praise the name of the Lord. When we eat the bread of tonight, it will take us to a place of godliness. It will take us to the presence of God and keep us in the presence of God. It will take us to a place where we will receive from God, when we will hear from God. Just like Elijah got back there, and now God started asking him questions. He said, what are you doing here? What is it you want? That is the essence of the bread and the wine that we're going to eat today. Because when we eat it, God himself will be indwelling in us. As the word of God said, he dwelt among us. He will dwell inside us in the name of Jesus Christ. And when he dwells inside us, no power can touch us in the name of Jesus. When he dwells inside us, this sickness and disease will run away from our bodies in the name of Jesus. When Christ dwells in us, yes, we will say a thing and it will come to pass. When Christ dwells in us, when we eat the bread, we will receive the fire of God and will be on fire for God. When we do this, eat this bread, when we start this fasting, we will run with this fasting till the end in the name of Jesus. We will not get tired in the name of Jesus. It will strengthen us more than anything has strengthened us in the name of Jesus. Thank you, Father. Thank you, precious Lord. Blessed be your name. Yes. When he asked Elijah, he said to Elijah, what doest thou here? And Elijah said, I have been very jealous of the Lord, God of hosts, for the children of Israel have forsaken thy covenant, thrown down thy altars, and slain thy prophets with the sword. And I, even I, only I am left, and they seek my life to take it away. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Elijah started making his complaints to God. He started discussing his issues. When we eat this bread, we will talk over our issues with God. Whatever issues we have, you will be in a position to speak to God one-on-one. Concerning you, and he will listen to you. Because he's inside you, inside of you. When you are speaking to him, when you're speaking, he was asking, what are your issues? What is your problem? God will be trying to find out from you what your problem is. Because he's inside you, and he feels you. He knows what is, and he wants to take care of it. And yes, he wants to take care of your situation. And he said, I am jealous. When he finished talking to him, and God said, stand before the mount, before the Lord. And behold, the Lord passed by, and a great strong wind rent the mountains, and break in pieces the rocks before the Lord. But the Lord was not in the wind. And after the wind, an earthquake. But the Lord was not in the earthquake. And after the earthquake, a fire. But the Lord was not in the fire. And after the fire, a still small voice. And it was so, when Elijah heard it, he wrapped his face in his mantle, and went out and stood in the entry of the cave. And behold, there came a voice unto him and said, what doest thou here, Elijah? And he said to him, I'm very jealous of the Lord. They seek my life. They laid his complaints again. And the Lord said unto him, go, return on thy way to the wilderness of Damascus. And God solved all his problems. He says, anoint this person king over Syria. Anoint Jehu the son of, thou shalt anoint him to be king over Israel. And Elisha the son of Shaphat of Abel-Mahalah shalt thou anoint to be what? Prophet in thy room. And it shall come to pass that him that escapeth the son of Hazael, Jehu shall slay, and him that escapeth the son of Jehu shall Elijah slay. Praise the name of the Lord. The Lord took care of all the problems. Jehu and funny enough, he actually used a pagan king. Syria was not a Christian kingdom, but he anointed anoint this guy, let him take care of all those people that are troubling you, the Israelites that are troubling you, and then anoint Jehu the son of to rule over Israel, and those that the king of Syria did not slay, Jehu will slay them, and then those that Jehu did not slay, Elisha that will take over your place will slay them. And the Lord then told him another secret. He said, look, I know that you have been the one speaking. Praise the Lord. But I have left me 7,000 in Israel, all the knees which have not bowed unto Baal, and every mouth which have not listened. Brethren, that was a big revelation. Elijah didn't know, but God told him, look, I have all these people right here with me. They are still here. You were the only, but I have 7,000 more people, more prophets, still untouched by Baal, still untouched by the people. And the revealer, when we eat our meal tonight, the revealer of secret things will reveal to us all the secret things in our lives in the name of Jesus. And so shall it be in the mighty name of Jesus. Let us rise. Praise the name of the Lord. Let us rise. Holy Spirit, we thank you. Ancient of days, we give you praise. This is your body, Lord, that was crucified for us, that was striped for us. This is your blood that was shed for the remission of our sins. Jehovah, we come together to eat with you tonight, to die at your feet. body and blood of our Lord and Savior. Lord, as we eat tonight, let your spirit indwell in us in the name of Jesus. Let your spirit revive us again in the name of Jesus. Let your spirit, Jehovah, raise up our spiritual man in the name of Jesus. Let your spirit fill us afresh again. Fill us afresh with your fire. The fire to do your work and the fire to do your will. In the precious name of Jesus. Father, this is no longer an ordinary bread. Neither is it an ordinary wine. This bread has turned into your body. And this wine has turned into your blood. And by the special anointing upon this blood and this bread, Jehovah, our lives will turn around tonight. In the precious name of Jesus. And so shall it be in the name of the Father, in the name of the Son, and in the name of the Holy Spirit.